Good afternoon. Welcome to Hoosier RC Hobbyplex, race number 1, E-Buggy Heat 1 of 2. Start making your way to the driver's stand. Go ahead and start making laps whenever you get out there. And then race number 2, you guys are next. So go ahead and sauce those buggies, get them ready, throw them down ahead of the driver's stand, and then come on out to Marshall, please. I'll give you guys plenty of time in between the two races to get everything swapped over and to blow the track and to, get over to your buggy and everything, so no worries. Just need all the participation I can get from marshalling. Yes. Yes. What's his name? Okay. All right, Sean, I moved you to race 1 and I moved him to race 2. Is that cool?
Matt Williard.
All right, race number 1. Go ahead and start making your laps.
Brian
Track
Warner.
is yours. Go ahead and start making some laps.
Josh Plowman.
I just need one
Tyler
Marshall.
Popovich.
I need one more Marshall in
Sean
that
Trout.
back left corner.
Jonathan Freeland.
So if you're not racing, I could appreciate
Blair.
one Marshall in that back left-hand corner. And I'll go ahead and take this time to say thank you guys for coming out to our last race on this layout. Give it a proper send-off with a little bit of 8th scale action. This build came in for the inaugural Hoosier RC Clash of Champions. So if you missed it, go ahead and make sure you guys mark it on the calendars for January of next year. It was a pretty big race, had almost 400 entries, lots of pros. Really good time. And then we did a quick little pipe change, and now we've got the layout that we have here. Arguably even better than the one that we ran at the Clash. Clash was a money race. $1,000 went to each of the stock and mod champions. Watch out, guys, in the back. Go slow in the back. Slow in the back. Slow in the back. Still there, still there, still there. I've got all my marshals, guys. We're going to go ahead and spread out, and then we'll get this one rolling. So spread out, and find space. Matt, you coming around the line. You'll be the first one live, Matt. You'll be the first one live. All right, guys. Good luck. Track is live. Good luck. Good job finding space. That's what we're looking to do. Marshals, make sure you guys are watching your areas. We've only got 60 out there, so make sure you're watching your areas and everywhere around you. Don't want to be watching the races as good as they may be. Got a quick little rollover there after the dog leg, but he found his wheels, no problem. I'm going to let everybody finish a lap or two, and then I'll start letting you know where you guys are at. But if you hear that double tone when you cross the line, that'll let you know that you are in the lead. Ooh. That chicane will bite you.
4 minutes left.
All right, guys, with 1 down and 4 to go. Brian Borland out front, ran a 23.9 fast lap of the races. Last time by, he's got a 13 and a 5:12 pace. Right behind him in the 2 spot is Matt Williard. Matt was here yesterday, lighting up the timesheets. He's doing it again here today. 13 to 5:19, only 1.1 seconds behind the leader. Andy Blair in the 3 spot. He's only 3.7 off of Matt. He's running a 12 and a 5:10. Your next 2 drivers, Josh and Sean, both on a 12-lap pace, followed by Jonathan and Tyler on an 11-lap pace. 1:30 down, 3:30 to go. Borland's still out front. He ran another faster lap. So every single lap he's run has been faster than his last. 13 and a 5:11 for him. Matt Williard, 13 and a 5:20. And Andy Blair, 12 and a 5:17. Brian Borland is your teal, green, and silver with white wheels.
3
He's
minutes
going through the center section of the track, over the dogleg jump into the kicker. That is your leader. You see him coming up the left-hand side of the track there. Give him just a little bit of room if you can. Uh-oh, we got a broken buggy at the start-finish line. Guys, careful on the back. Go inside, down the back. Go inside, down the back. You got plenty of time, Marshall. You got plenty of time. Uh-oh. Go, pull it. Careful. Still there, guys. Still there. Still, watch out, watch out. Woo! So 2 dead buggies in the span of 20 seconds. I don't know what's going on there. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. We're halfway through the race. Brian Borland still leading the way with a 13.513. That's pretty much the pace he's been on since he started running. Gets through traffic that time by with a little bit of a longer lap, but he's got a lot of open track in front of him now to start putting in more and more fast laps. We've got 2:10 left on the clock. Borland going through the center section of the track. White wheels, black wing, blue and silver buggy. Up the left-hand side, up the steps. Down the square step. Up the double and onto that back section into the right-hand side. Over the start-finish line, Brian Borland runs a 24.3. 13.515 for him. Matt Williard, 13.521 in the 2 spot. Jonathan Freeland in the 3. Josh, Tyler, and Andy and Sean would be out. Your leader clips the pipe, but those A-scale tires say, no problem. I'll soak it up, no problem. 3:30 down, 1:30 to go. Brian still leading the way with a 2.3 second gap over Matt. Matt, he's got about 23 seconds over your third place driver, Jonathan. So Brian, Matt, and Jonathan. Then Josh. So between 2, 3, 4, they all pretty much have their own lap. Brian still leading the way, though, 13.515. Your leader on the right-hand side coming to the start-finish line. That is Brian Borland. 24.3 last time by. He's run a few of those right in a row. Good solid laps for the e-buggies around this track. 1 minute left to go, drivers. 1 minute left to go. Race number 2. Get them ready. I'll give you guys time, but just make sure you are getting them ready. .45 seconds left in this one. Borland coming up on a little bit of traffic here going over this first center double. You see that blue car, blue and silver car with white wheels and a black wing coming. Give him just a little bit of room. Guys looking to set an early TQ. You guys coming through that kicker jump. Your leader's coming right behind you. Going down the backstretch. Perfect. Thank you very much. We got 15 seconds left in this one, guys. 15 seconds. 13.518 for Borland. Matt, 13.523, only 4.5 behind. Jonathan Freeland, 12.526, followed by Josh and Tyler. That is the race clock. Please do not stop until you hear your name, whether from me or the lady. Please do not stop. Brian, keep going. Keep on going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Everybody keep going.
Tyler Popovitz done.
Tyler's the only one done. Tyler is the only one done. Same with Matt. Tyler and Matt, only one's done. Other 3 buggies are racing to the line.
Brian Borland
Early
done.
TQ for Brian Borland, 13.518 for Brian. We're going to wait on Jonathan and Josh. I believe that is Josh here on the right-hand side.
Josh Plowman done.
Josh, you are done. Just Jonathan coming down the right-hand side now to the start-finish line. That is a race. So
done.
Brian, Matt,
All
Jonathan, your top 3 out of that
The
heat.
race is completed.
Hey, right here in the middle, blower, Marshall. Marshall. That one goes that way. Yeah, it goes that way. And that one goes to the front left corner. Whoever was marshalling in that front left corner, did you blow? Up to the back left? It does not look like it. It's not too hard. Come on. In the direction of the track. To the next blower spot. Thank you, Jonathan.
1 minute to the start of the race.
All right. All right, race number 2. Go ahead and take the stand. While we have our marshals from race number 1 come on out and hit the track.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Pretty strong showing from Brian and Matt early on, setting a 13-lap pace. That is pretty darn good going around here in an e-buggy.
30 seconds
what
to the
happened to
start
your
of the
buggy,
race.
Sean? Or Jade? Oh, you hit the inside? Yeah, because there's two at this front one. So if somebody wants to grab the blower off that front one right here and move it over to the left. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, you're good. Yep, it's on the marshals from the last heat, like in any given scenario, to blow and then leave the track. Oh, you're good. That one's in the right spot. Looks like there's only 6 spots today, so you are good. Just make sure that next time, yeah. All right. Well, if you're in this race, go ahead and start making some laps. Track's yours. We got our marshals. I see 4 buggies.
JJ Truax.
Looking for
Cameron
3 more.
Landgraf. Adam Raver. Scott Turner.
There's one.
Matt Norton. Romo Aquino.
Just waiting on a check-in from Jim, and it looks like I've got it here. There he is.
Jim Lonzo.
All right. We've got our drivers. We've got our marshals. We're going to let this marshal in the middle get back to his bucket, guys. Find some space. Find some space. This white buggy coming down the back, you will be live when you cross the line. White buggy coming down, you will be live. Space yourselves out, guys. Space yourselves out. Coming down the back here. Let each other go just a little bit. You want as much clear air as you can get. I would not cross the line together if you could help it. All right, Matt Norton's the only one not on the clock. So once he crosses the line here, he will be on the clock. All right, we are green flag running. Everybody racing is on the clock. So go ahead and put in the fastest 5 minutes that you can. Like I said in the driver's meeting, the fastest single qualifier you set today will seed your spots in the main. I am only taking 7 straight into the A main, so 7 of you will have to race for 2 more bump spots.
Four minutes left.
1 down, 4 to go. Jim Lonzo leading the way, 13 and a 5:19. That is good enough for P2 overall. JJ in the 2 spot, 12 and a 5:14. Scott in the 3, 12 and a 5:21. And your last of your 12-lap runners, Cameron Landreth, 12 and a 5:24. We've got 120 down and 340 to go. Your leader looks like he's coming to the line now. That is that red buggy, white wheels, Jim Lonzo, 13 and a 5:21. If he goes any faster, he'll be fighting for that TQ spot. That round 1 TQ. We got a bit of pipe sticking up there in the back, so I might have to get somebody to fix that for me in between rounds. A little bit of track damage. Like we said a little bit earlier today, the track only has to last the rest of the day. This is the last racing day on this track layout. Full rebuild happening for the next week. 2 down, 3 to go. Jim Lonzo, 13 to 5:21. JJ, 12:506. Scott, 11:502. That's your top 3. Followed by Cameron, Matt, Adam, and Rommel. $230 down, $230 to go. We are halfway through the race with Jim Lonzo leading the way. That red buggy, white wheels at the start-finish line there is your leader. Thank you, white car. Jim running a 13.520. He's only a second and a half off of Borland's round 1 TQ pace. He's going to be looking to go as fast as he can and to capitalize.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes left in this race, guys. 2 minutes left. Jim still leading the way, 13 to 521. Solid 6 seconds ahead of the second place driver, JJ. But JJ is looking to seat himself P4 overall. That's a good early start. Solid banker run for JJ and Jim. Scott going P6 as it sits so far. So, Jim, JJ, Scott, Cameron, Adam, Rommel, Matt. That's your running order for the heat. Jim catches a little bit of inside pipe, rides 2 wheels, and puts it right back down before going over the double. No harm, no foul. 340 down, 120 to go. Jim, JJ, Scott, and Cameron, your top 4. Jim's fallen a little bit further off of his lap pace. He had a long lap the last time around, so 12 and a 503. That's still good enough for P3 overall. Big wreck in the back. Oh, almost taking out our leader. 1 left, guys. 1 minute left in this
1
one.
minute left.
Jim, 12 and a 503. He's a little bit off of that 13 lap pace. JJ right behind him, 3.6 behind. 12 and a 508. JJ always a consistent competitor here at Hoosier RC anytime he brings out the 8 scales. 4:15 down, 45 to go. Jim, JJ, Scott, Adam, Cameron, your top 5 guys. We got a car upside down after the dogleg. Be careful. And it's clear. Your leader still from race to race. Red car, white wheels. Jim Lonzo going over that second double into the infield 180s. Guys, careful after this double. Roll a double. Roll it, roll it, roll it. Thank you. Clear. Thank you guys for checking up there. That's a dangerous spot for a Marshall to beat. 15 seconds left, guys. 15 seconds left in this one. We're coming up on that race clock, guys. Put in a few fast laps. Couple last laps. Clock is winding down. That's the official race clock, guys. Keep going until you hear your name. Nobody so far is done. Not a single person's done. Keep
Rommel
driving.
done.
Rommel, the only one done. Rommel, the only one done.
Jim Lonzo done.
Jim, you're done.
JJ Truax done.
Everybody, when you cross the line, you will be done. JJ is done as well. Race to the line, drivers. Race to the line, and you will be done.
Scott Turner done. Cameron Landreth done. Matt Norton done. Adam Raver done.
That's a race, drivers.
All
Thank you,
drivers are
drivers.
finished.
That is a race.
The
No
race
more
is
laps.
completed.
No more laps. It is 12:17 now. We'll go ahead and open the track for round number 2 at 12:40. 12:40, guys. 12:40 will be round number 2. That's a little over 20 minutes. Don't want to give you any less than 20. So make sure you blow the track off to the next spot. Hey, guy right here in the middle, number 4. Hold on, right here, sir. Marshall, that one goes that way. And that one goes on the track all the way to the front left, in the direction of the track. Yep, that one. See the arrow? You go the other way. Yep. Sorry, that one's confusing. I know. All right, guys. Track is open until we start racing again. So I'll go ahead and turn the practice on. We're going to run in the same exact order as last time. Same order as last time. All right, practice is on. The loop is on. So if you need to make any practice laps, go ahead and do it. We will see you guys at 12:40 to resume racing for round number 2. All right, round one, or race number one, drivers, go ahead and make your way to the stand. Race number two, drivers, on your way to the track, please. Go ahead and marshal this first one for me. At 12:40, we'll get this second round of qualifying here at Hoosier RC 8 Scale Sunday going.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Racers in race number one, Brian, Matt, Jonathan, Josh, Tyler, Andy, Sean, go ahead and take the stand. My marshals from that second race, Jim, JJ, Scott, Adam, Cameron, Rommel, and Matt, to the track. Find yourself a nice little bucket, pop a squat. Drivers on the stand, track is yours. Feel free to make some laps. Get this one going.
Brian Borland. Andy Blair. Josh Plowman. Matt Williard. Sean Trout. Jonathan Freeland.
Just waiting on one more check-in from Tyler. Just waiting on a check-in from Tyler, and then we'll be good to get this one going. Tyler Popovitz, you going to make this race? Sorry, I couldn't hear anybody. Can we stop running for a second? Hold on, guys. Hold on track. Hold out on track. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Everybody stop running for a second. I need to hear. Tyler, are you making this one? Yeah, he is? Okay, cool. All right, guys, you're good. If you're done warming up, pull over. If not, keep going. I don't care. But he's coming. Sorry about that, man. Couldn't hear. All right, your round one TQ was Brian Borland. He said a 13.518 round number one. That is the time to beat. That is the time to beat. We got everybody on the track. We're going to get it going. Looks like this car coming down the back will be the first one live. So, guys, spread out, spread out, spread out. Car coming down. That'll be you. Spread them out, guys. Give each other space. All right, everybody on the track is on the clock, guys. On the track, on the clock. Green flag running. Put in some good laps. One
4
down,
minutes
4 to
left.
go in this one. Brian Borland out front on a resetting TQ pace, 13 and a 5:14. Matt Williard in the 2, 13.524. Andy Blair, 12 and a 5:14. And Sean Traub, 12 and a 5:14. Sean had a break in that first one, so he's looking to put himself up into that A sort for round number 3. We will resort for round number 3. 13.520 for Brian last time by, so fell just 2 seconds shy of that TQ pace now with 3:30 to go. Brian, Matt, Andy, Sean, Jonathan, your top 5 separated by 4 seconds across the board. Matt now only 7/10 off of Borland's TQ. $13.520 for Brian. $13.524 for Matt. Andy, 12 and a 5:12. Jonathan, 12.516. Sean, 12.519. Andy looking to move up 8 spots to P5. Sean looking to go up 7 to P7. Your leader, green top, blue and silver car with white wheels and a black wing. Careful, Brian. Go outside. That works. You got it quick. So your leader, white wheels, black wing, blue and silver car going up the left-hand side of the track. That is your leader. Coming on to the right-hand side of the sweeper at the start-finish line, Brian Borland, 13 and a 5:19.9. That is 1 second off of his round 1 TQ. Matt Williard in the 2. He just ran a 24.2, his fastest lap of the race, 13.521 for him. So he's coming back, putting in a later charge on his way toward that TQ pace as well. I believe you'll see Matt coming through the center section of the track over that double there into the kicker. Yellow car, yellow wheels, clear wing. 3 down, 2 to go. 3 down, 2 to go. We got 3:30 down, 1:30 to go. Brian, Matt, Sean, Andy, Jonathan, your top 5. Brian, 13.519. Matt, 13.519 with an 8. So he's 8/10 off of Borland's time. Sean Traub, 12 and a 5:13. Sean, that's good enough for P5 overall. Jonathan running a 12 and a 5:15.
One minute left.
Careful, guys, right after the chicane. Careful after the chicane. We got a few cars stacked up, clear. So Brian, your leader at the line there, just ran a 23.7, fastest lap of the race. He's on to a 13.517. Matt, we'll see him coming down the backstretch here just a second. Longer lap this time around, so he's going to move from that 5.19 probably down, 12 and a 5 flat, so off the 13 lapper. 30 seconds to go, guys. 30 seconds left in this one. Brian, Matt, Sean up to that 3 spot. Andy, Jonathan, Josh, Tyler. If Sean goes 2 seconds faster, he'll push JJ out for that number 4 spot. Ten seconds, drivers. 10 seconds to go. Race number 2. I know you guys are out here marshal. I'll give you just a minute to get them going. That's the race clock. Borland, keep going. Keep going. Nobody's done. Nobody is done.
Andy Blair done.
Andy, first one done.
Jonathan Freeland done.
Brian, you're done.
Borland done.
Just waiting on
Josh
Matt,
Froman
Sean,
done.
and Tyler. Matt, Sean, and Tyler, only one's not done.
Matt Williard done.
Waiting on Sean and Tyler.
Tyler Popovitz done.
All
Sean
right,
Traub
so
done.
Brian's going to reset
drivers are
TQ,
finished.
13 and a
The race is
5:18
completed.
with 0.3. Matt, 13.521. Andy, 12.519. And Sean, 12.525. So 5 of your top 7 drivers are in that race. We're going to do a resort after this one, get all top 7 together. Thank you for blowing the track off, Marshals. Thank you very much. I know. It's in your best interest to blow that track off. Don't want any dust on it. Crazy saying that about an 8 scale.
Don't want any dust on the
track.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
Take your time, drivers. Take your time. No rush getting out to this second race. I know you guys are just marshaling.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5. Cameron Landreth. JJ Truax. Adam Raver. Scott Turner. Jim Lonzo.
Just waiting on a check-in from Rommel and Matt. I see Rommel.
Rommel Aquino.
I've got all my marshals just waiting on a check-in from Matt. Waiting on a check-in from Matt Norton. All right. Matt is not going to make it, guys, so spread them out, spread them out. We're going to get this one going. Spread out as best you can. This green buggy coming down the back will be the first one live. Here we go. Give each other space if you can. Give each other space. All right, so current TQ, Brian Borland, 13.518. That was actually the one from round number 1. His 518 in round number 2 was just a tad bit slower, a couple tenths. So we're going to see where we stack up. Jim Lonzo with an early fast lap, 23.9. That's going to put him onto a 13.511 pace. That's that red car, white wheels up the left-hand side of the track. You see him coming. That buggy's moving. Give him just a tad bit of space. Red car, white wheels. Give him space. 1 down, 4 to go. Jim, JJ. JJ's got a 12 and a 5:01. Almost on that 13-lap pace. Scott, 12 and a 5:11. Cameron, 12.517. Rommel, 11.505. And Adam, 11.507. Looks like there's a little bit of grip or something on that backside of that triangle jump. Catching a couple buggies out that last time by. 130 down, 3:30 to go. Jim going to take a slow lap and put JJ out front. JJ 13 and a 5, 12 and a 5 flat. So JJ is bouncing back and forth on that 13-lap pace. I believe JJ is orange, black, white wheels, black wing at the triangle jump there. That is your current leader of this race. 3:10 to go. 3:10 to go. Jim, 12 and a 5:09. JJ, 12 and a 5:10. Cameron, 12 and a 5:18. Adam, 11.502. Rom, 11.507. As it sits right now, the only person going into the A sort in this one is going to be Cameron, Jim, and JJ. Jim, your current leader. Red car, white wheels through the chicane, over the double, into the 180s. That is your leader. That little bit of dust out by the pipes is lethal on these slick tires. 2:45 down, 2:15 to go. Guys, careful on this double. Careful on that first double. You got it.
Two minutes left.
3 down, 2 to go. JJ, Jim, Cameron, Adam, your top 4. .330 down, 130 to go. JJ out front. He's that orange, gray, and white wheels. Up the left-hand side of the track. A lot of open track now for JJ. Jim's right behind him, though. 340 down, 120 to go. JJ, Jim, Cameron, Adam, Scott, Rommel. One minute to go. Hey, careful in front of the double.
1 minute left.
JJ just ran his fastest lap at 24.6. He's got Jim hot on his tail. JJ, Jim, Cameron, Adam, Scott. JJ gets it just a little bit wrong. Jim going to go ahead and collect him. But Jim gets it wrong going up the left-hand side, so JJ again back out front. 4:30 down, 30 seconds left. Careful of this double. Careful. That'll work. $15 to go. Careful after the double. Into the chicane. Careful. Woo! Good hands, Sean. 10 seconds, drivers. 10 seconds. We got JJ still out front. 12.511. Jim, 12 and 5:18. Cameron, 12 and 5:02. Or 11.502. Keep going, JJ. Keep going, Jim. Nobody's done.
Cameron Landreth done. Adam
Cameron's
Raver
the
done.
only one done. Same with Adam. You two are the only ones done.
Scott Turner done.
Everybody else race to the line. Scott, you're done. Race to the line, guys. Race to the line.
JJ Truax done. Jim Lonzo
Last
done.
one to finish is Rommel over on the left-hand side of the track.
Rommel Aquino done.
All right, that is
All
a race,
drivers have
guys. That
finished.
is a race.
The race is
I'm going to
completed.
go ahead and get the resort done. We're going to get it up, and then I will see you guys at 120. 120. Track is open. Practice is open in between rounds. We're going to see you guys racing at 120.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, guys. Round number 3 is posted. Go and see if you got moved. There was a resort. Round number 3 is posted. We'll get going at 120 sharp. 120.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Jim Lonzo. $26.5. $25.3. 26.6. Twenty-six point four.
All right, you heard Angie. Race number 1 with the resort. So resorted race number 1. You guys are up. Race number 2, my marshals, Brian, Matt, Willard, Jim, JJ, Andy, Jonathan, Sean. You guys are my marshals.
Cameron Landreth.
Feel free to start making laps if you want. Looks like we've got most of our marshals, so go ahead and start making some laps. Race number 1, you guys should be onto the stand.
Rommel Aquino.
This is your last chance to go ahead and find your way into the A main without having to race the B. Woo! Did he make the corner? I saw him skip. All right, guys, looking for a couple
Adam
more
Raver.
check-ins.
Matt Norton. Tyler Popovitz. Scott Turner. Josh Plowman.
Pick up. What? I cannot. Already worked out? No, I'm so. Get any? All right, love you. All right, we got everybody checked in. Space them out, guys. Space them out. You'll be live next time by. Space them out. Space them out. Space them out. Current TQ 13,518. Brian Borland, round number 1. That's the time to beat. Nope, that one's out. That was a crazy wreck. Alrighty, guys. 1 down, 4 to go. Adam Raber out front, 12 and a 519. That's
4
good enough
minutes
to put him up to P6 overall. Cameron Landry at 12 and a 522. That's good enough for P7 overall. Rommel, he's got himself up to the 3rd spot. Josh, Tyler, Matt, that is your running order. Careful at the line. Go inside at the line. Clear. 130 down, 3:30 to go. Cameron lead the way in this race, 12 and a 5:21. Adam, 11:504. Rommel, Josh, Tyler, Matt, your running order. Cameron, as it sits right now, looking to put himself P6 overall and directly into the A main if he can hold it together. Cameron, I believe, is the car with the gold and yellow wheels. So gold car, yellow wheels. Maybe that's yellow car, yellow wheels. Through the center 180s in the track, on his way to the dog leg there. So you see him coming. Please give him just a little bit of room. He's trying to make his way right on into the A main. 210 down, 250 to go. Cameron, Adam, Josh, Rommel, Tyler, your top 5. .230 down, 230 to go. Halfway through the race, Cameron, Adam, Josh, Rommel, Tyler, Matt. Fastest lap of the race belongs to your number 3 driver with a 26.1. He ran that 2 laps ago. String a few of those together, and you'd have a pretty good race. Back, guys, back straight. It's clear. There was nobody coming. You're all good.
2 minutes left.
.315 down, 145 left to go. Cameron still leading the way here in this one. He's got himself sitting P7 overall with this 12.525 that he's currently running. His fast lap was a 26.4, but the fastest one of the race still belongs to Josh Plowman in the 3 spot, 26.1 that he ran on lap number 4. 330 down, 130 to go. Cameron, Adam, Josh, Rommel, Tyler, your top 5.
One minute left.
1 to go. 1 minute left in this one. Cameron, 26.1. He just ran his fastest lap. And he got a 26 flat, so the fastest lap of the race. He's got 2 of them strung together. Cameron looking to move all the way into maybe the P5 spot if he can hold it here together. Cameron is that gold, yellow, and yellow wheels. Cameron, go wide. Clear. Oh, he gets collected by a little bit of lap traffic. Doesn't hurt him too bad. He finds his way up the left-hand side of the track. Marshall even fixes the wing on the back of that E-Buggy. That was pretty good. I don't know if it'll hold, though. Looks like he's missing a bolt. 4:30 down, 20 to go. Cameron, 12 and a 5:24. Adam, 11:501. Josh, 11:511. Cameron, he's only a few tenths off of that P6 spot. He's sitting P7 right now. He could gain one more spot if he gets just a couple tenths more out of this one. You can find your leader coming down the back section all over the double through the sweeper at the start-finish line now. That is your leader. Keep on going, Cameron. Go, go, go. You are not done. This is your final lap. Cameron looking to move up 2 spots if he can hold it together.
Josh Plowman done. Rommel Aquino done. Adam Raver done. Tyler Popovitz done. Cameron Landreth done.
Just waiting on Matt to finish. Waiting on Matt Norton to finish. Cameron, and he does it. He holds on to the race win. 12 and a 5:23, putting him P6 overall and into the A main. Just waiting on Matt. Waiting on Matt.
Matt Norton done.
All right, that is a
All
race,
drivers
drivers. That is a race. No
The
more
race is
laps.
complete.
No more laps. Let's get it blown off and ready for the next heat. All right,
1
my
minute to the start
marshals
of
for
the
this
race.
race were, or for that race, were my drivers for this one. So we're going to give them just a minute to get their buggies ready and head out onto the track. As it sits right now, Sean, the only one outside looking in, he needs
45
to
seconds to
improve
the
just
start
a
of the
little
race.
bit to go ahead and secure his spot into this A main. Everybody else is locked in. Granted, if Sean improves, he could push Jonathan out. So we will see.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
I've got all my marshal spots filled, so whenever you guys want to start making laps, feel free. Go ahead. Track is yours.
Brian Borland, Matt Williard, JJ Truax, Andy Blair, Sean Trout, Jonathan Freeland,
Just waiting on a check-in from Jim. Careful before the double. Careful before the double. Do not break them before we get going, guys. All right.
Jim Lonzo,
Careful before the double again. Careful before the double. Still there. All right, drivers. Space them out, space them out, space them out. We're going to get this one going. Matt, you're going to be live. Cross the line, you will be on the clock. Cross the line, you'll be on the clock. This is my A sort of E buggy. Current TQ, Brian Borland, 13.518 from round number 1. We're going to see what they've got for us this time. I'm going to let everybody get their second lap, and then I'll let you guys know where you're at.
4 minutes left.
Just a quick reminder, if you see a faster buggy coming up on you, please give them just that little bit of room. Need all the help we can get, giving everybody as clean a run as we can. All right. 130 down, 330 to go. Matt Williard out front, 13.516. Jim Lonzo, 13.521. Brian Borland, 13.524. That is your top 3, followed by JJ, Sean, Jonathan, and Andy. You'll find your leader, Matt Williard, going through the inside 180s. He's got Brian right behind him. So yellow car, yellow wheels, Brian. Blue car, white wheels. Those two are in the top 4. Up the left-hand side of the track they go. Good speed coming down this back section. Double. Landon into the sweeper. Careful at the line, guys. Clear. JJ's in the top 4 as well. He's going to be looking to hang on to these guys and just continue and follow them around as best he can. Brian gets it wrong into the other lane. Ooh. Careful, guys. We don't need to rush. I don't want anybody falling and getting hurt. Your all safety is more important than the buggies. Guys, careful onto the back. Careful onto the back. You're good, Rommel. Still good. Still good. Still good. All right. Clear. 2:30 down, 2:30 to go. Matt Williard leading the way, 13.516. He's only just on that TQ pace. Jim Lonzo, 12 and a 502. Brian, 12 and a 512. JJ, 12.513. Sean, 12.522. Followed by Andy and Jonathan. As it sits right now, Sean is moving his way up to P6 overall, and Matt would be taking over the TQ with a 13.516. Guys, careful in the back. Go inside, down that back step down. Inside, down the
2
back.
minutes left.
It's clear. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. 150 left. 150 left in this one. Matt Williard, your leader, gets it wrong just a little bit coming to the line. Car looks just a little bit tippy. Hard to control maybe. I don't know. 325 down, 135 to go. He's still leading the way on a TQ pace. 13.517. Jim Lonzo, 12 and a 503. You'll find Jim coming down the back section onto this start-finish line. He rolls it up the line as well. Grip might be coming up just a little bit at that start-finish line. I've seen like 4 buggies roll it right in a row, so I don't know. Maybe people are pushing. Maybe Grip's coming up. I'm not too sure. A lot of weight getting thrown around at that start-finish line. 345 down, 114 to go. Matt falls off the TQ pace that time by 13 to 522. He's just 4 seconds shy. Jim Lonzo in the 2, 12 and a 502. JJ, 12 and a 516. Brian, 12 and a 517. Sean, 12 and a 520. Your top 5, all on 12 laps. We've got 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Your leader at the line, yellow car, yellow wheels, 13.520. He took 2 seconds out of his pace that time by. So just one more lap like that. He ran a 23.8, the fastest lap for him. Brian gets it just a little bit wrong on the back, finds his wheels. Car looks to be all right. 30 seconds left, drivers, 30 seconds left. Jim across the line, he's in the 2 spot, 12 and a 505. Matt, 13.521. 13.521 for Matt. Jim, 12.505. JJ, 12.515. Sean, 12.519. 15 seconds left, drivers. 15 seconds left in this one. That is the race clock. Everybody keep going. Nobody's done. Guys, careful before the kicker. Careful before the kicker.
Jim Lonzo done.
Clear.
Andy Blair done. Sean Trout done. JJ
Jim,
Truax
Sean,
done.
Andy, JJ all
Matt Williard
done. Matt done. Brian and Jonathan, you two to finish.
Jonathan
Brian
Freeland
and
done.
Jonathan to finish.
Brian Borland done.
Just waiting
All
on
drivers
Jonathan.
are finished. The race is completed.
Got one more buggy live, guys. One more buggy live. All right, that is it for qualifying. Your TQ, Brian Borland, holding on from round number 1. Matt Williard in the 2, Jim Lonzo in the 3, JJ in the 4, Andy in the 5, followed by Cameron and Sean. That is your A main. So your B main will be Jonathan Freeland, Adam, Josh, Scott, Tyler, Matt, and Rommel. I think we'll do a 6-minute B main and a 10-minute A main. Considering they are e-buggies, we don't want to give you guys just 5 minutes or 7 minutes. That doesn't seem too fun. So we'll do 6 and 10, 6 and 10. I'm going to go ahead and get these mains posted, and we will get going. Do you guys want 210 or 220? Is everybody cool with starting back up the mains at 220? All right. That'll be it. 220. This will be your big break. Track will be open. We will probably have to take a little bit of a break between the B main and the A main for guys to charge and everything, so just be patient with us. Track is open for practice.
Adam Raver. $27.6.
All right, mains are posted online and on the timing sheets, so mains are posted.
$28.6. $27 flat. $25.1. $25.9. $25.7. $29.9. 105.8. $33.2. $27.2. $41.4. $46.1. $27.9. $28.4. $27.4. Matt Norton. $40.6. 31.1. $26.9. $27.7. Rommel Aquino. $36.9. Matt Norton. $28.5. $27.3. $146 flat. $27.3. $37.8. $29 flat. $42.1. $47 flat. $28.1. $31 flat. $27.5. Jonathan Freeland. 35.9. 41.8. $27.5. $27.5. 29.8. 47.9. 27.6. 25.8. 29.6. 30.1. 27.6. 50.3. 29.8. 26.7. 26.1. 28.6. 26.1. 27.2. 31.9. 25.8. 28.8. 27.9. 27.2. 27.4. 26.8. 42.5. 27.3. 26.1. 27 flat. 25.1. 26.8. 131.1. 111.4. 27.6. 29 flat. 26 flat. JJ Truex. 26.9. 25.8. 26 flat. 25.5. 25 flat. 25.5. 24.7. 24.5. Twenty-four point five. Alton Henley. $27.1. $45.5. $26 flat. $112.9. $25.8. $38.6.
All right, track is closed. No more practice. B main, get your cars ready. A main, come on out to Marshall. I want to get this B main kicked off right at 2:20 if we can. That'd be great. Yeah, we have to. Yeah. Yeah, there will be about a 10-minute break in between so we can get cars right on the charger and charged up.
One minute to the start of the race.
So my B main drivers: Jonathan, Adam, Josh, Scott, Tyler, Matt, and Rommel. Ramel.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
My A main marshals, or my B main marshals, are Brian, Matt Williard, Jim, JJ, Andy, Cameron, and Sean. Go ahead and find yourself a bucket or a spot.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
And get ready for this 6-minute B main. Yeah, there's going to be a 2 bump.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
We usually do like 10 to 11 car, like 10 scale mains, and then we'll do 9 cars for an e-buggy main.
Less than 5.
So might need a little bit of help with marshalling. We'll see how it goes. I can come down into this corner if we need to. Whatever works. All right, don't take any laps just yet. All of our marshals are walking out, so don't take any laps just yet. I don't want anybody losing a shin. Been there, done that. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I've got all my drivers on the stand, just waiting on 2 marshals, and we can get this one going. If you guys want to start making a couple warm-up laps, that is... Hold on. We got marshals right there. Hold on. I said that right at the wrong time. All right, JJ and Sean are my last 2 marshals, so guys, go ahead and start making your warm-ups. I'll give everybody a couple warm-ups, and then we'll get this one going, get them lined up.
Josh Plowman.
Careful after the double before the chicane. Careful after the double. See, this is the best part of the day right here. It's main time. A little bit of heads-up racing. Never hurt nobody. After 3 rounds of qualifying, this is where everybody sits. So it's going to be a race to the finish for those 2 bump spots into the show. We're taking the top 2 after 6 minutes. Top 2 going straight on into the back of the A main. All right, I'm going to let these last 3 cars start another lap, and then we'll shut it down. All right, and no more laps. No more laps. Straightaway is closed. Keep it slow, low and slow. No more laps. Slow after that back double. No more laps. Alrighty, Jonathan Freeland going to line up on that 1 spot. Adam Raber on the 2. Josh Plowman on the 3. Scott Turner on the 4. Tyler Popovitz on the 5. Matt Norton on the 6. And Romel Aquino on the 7. That order one more time is Jonathan, Adam, Josh, Scott, Tyler, Matt, and Romel. All right, guys. This is a 6-minute B main. We're taking the top 2 straight on to the back of the A. There will be a break for charging batteries in between rounds. So we'll get everybody onto a fast charger and we'll get them going. All right. Marshall's ready. Looks like it. Drivers, hopefully you guys are ready. We're going racing in less than 5. All in all, not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. I think that was second place, maybe getting it wrong in the 180s. And somebody else caught him a little bit. So early on, we've got Jonathan as your breakaway. I'm going to have to see who that number 2 driver is. I don't recognize that blue buggy. So Jonathan at the line there, early breakaway for him. In the 2 spot, that is Josh Plowman up from that number 3 qualifying position. Tyler Popovitz from the 5 to the 3. Scott Turner right where he qualified in the 4. Adam Raber so far on the first lap, your biggest sort of tumbler. Down from the 2 to the 5. Jonathan with a slow roll on the left-hand side of the track. That's going to cost him that first place spot so far. But none to work, guys. Go inside. Inside on the back. Go inside. Go inside. Inside on the back. Still there. Watch out. Watch out. Oh, I hate that spot. All right, 1 down, 5 to go. Jonathan Freeland still leading the way. Scott Turner, Tyler, Romel, Josh, Adam, and Matt, your running order. Looks like Jonathan broke away just a little bit again. This time he's going on to the back section. First one on that third lap to do so. We've got 4:30 left in this one. Jonathan gets it just a little bit wrong, but he's going to find his wheels and continue on over the double. Somebody found the wall. Looks like they're going to continue moving. Always a good wreck when you can walk away from it. Uh-oh. Two cars coming together on that step up. Just a friendly reminder, guys, if you cause a wreck for somebody, it's probably a good idea to wait for them. That one didn't quite count. Sort of ran into the back of you, but if we're racing for position or anything like that and we cause a wreck, it's a good idea to wait. 2 down, 4 to go. Jonathan out front. He's about 3.6 seconds ahead of your number 2 driver, Scott. You can find Jonathan coming through those infield section over the kicker, through that front straight, over that left-hand double and turn, up those steps, stepping down to the back double. Looks like a little bit slick on top of that back left tabletop. 220 down, 340 to go. Jonathan at the line there, over that first double, into the chicane area, making that final 180. Guys, careful on the back. Careful on the back. Please go slow on the back. All right, it's clear. 240 down, 320 to go. I think that buggy, yep, he found his way back. Ooh, a big endo wreck on that chicane. A lot of guys finding that inside pipe on the chicane. I'll tell you what, there is a line through that chicane that is straight from the jump that you don't have to turn left at all. So getting that right, you'll find a lot of time. Left. 3 down, 3 to go. We're exactly halfway through this race. You'll find your leader, Jonathan, with a 1.5 second gap, making his way up the left-hand side. That's Scott Turner in the 2, right behind him in the white buggy. So your first and second place drivers at the line there. That is the closest battle on the track, and it's the one that we want to watch. So it's Jonathan and Scott. As Scott creeps up onto Jonathan, he's going to be asking himself the question, do I want to work with him or do I want to pass him? Because they've got an 11-second gap to third, so all they really need to do is just make it through these next 2.5 minutes, and they've made themselves into the show. Although Jonathan looks like he might have put it into overdrive just a little bit. He just ran his fastest lap of the race at 25.7. He said, I don't need to work with anybody. I'll just keep driving. That white car is your second-place driver. He's lapping you, so if you can, let him go. Thank you, thank you. 4 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Jonathan, 2.8 seconds ahead of Scott. Scott, he's got 12.5 ahead of Adam.
2 minutes left.
We've got 2 minutes left, drivers. 2 minutes left. Jonathan at the line. Scott at the line. They've got a lap on the rest of the field almost. They're going to be working their way towards the back of Adam's bumper here if they can help it just in a little bit. Ooh, I felt a buggy hit the wall back there. So again, your leader, white, red, yellow wheels coming down the back section onto the start-finish line with a slow roll, but he saves it. He's going to continue with no marshal intervention required. 440 down, 120 to go. Jonathan and Scott. Scott now 4 seconds behind Jonathan the last time at the line. Adam, he's 15.1 seconds behind Scott. However, Adam and Josh battling away for that third spot here in this B main. So Adam and Josh, that is them at the line there. That's 0.2 seconds is the gap. So that is for position and your closest battle on the track. Oh, be careful, guys. Race clean. That green and blue buggy. Make sure you guys help in the middle there. Help in the middle. I don't know which side that goes on. That blue and purple buggy and that green buggy, they are racing for position. That is the closest battle on the track. Up the back left, down the back section, through the sweeper. At the start-finish line there, you've got Josh out front, Adam in the 2. 1/10 of a second was the gap last time by. Looks around the outside. Now he's diving in through the inside, but man, Josh sure is making that buggy a full lane wide, but he gets it wrong. That's going to cost him. Turns in just a little bit too early, trying to keep it nice and tight, but he kept it just a little bit too tight. So you're going to have Adam out front, Josh in the 4 spot. They swap positions. 15 seconds, though. 15 seconds left. Jonathan and Scott looks like they're on a lap of their own. 8 seconds, drivers. 8 seconds. There's your leader at the line, and Scott behind him on a bit of a victory lap. That is the race clock, drivers. That is the race clock. Since nobody else can complete a 14th lap, it's going to be Jonathan and Scott. Your 2 bumps. Only matter of seeing where is it. Because they can still race for position. Jonathan has to finish it clean if he wants to stay ahead and win this race. It is not guaranteed just yet. Your leader down the
Josh
back
Plowman
double.
done.
Second place down the back double, keeping
Rommel
it clean
Aquino
to the
done.
line. That's all he's got to
Matt
do.
Norton done.
Your B main
Jonathan
winner,
Freeland
Jonathan
done.
Freeland at the line, and number
Scott
2
Turner
bump,
done.
Scott Turner at the
All
line. So
drivers
guys,
are
go ahead
finished.
and grab those cars
The
and
race
get
is
them onto the
completed.
Charger. That's the race, drivers. That is the race. Jonathan and Scott. Jonathan and Scott, go ahead and throw those on the Charger right away, right away. It is 229 right now. I'm going to target 240. We're going to target 240 for the A main. If you guys need more charging time, please let me know, but we're going to target 240. 240. Great B main, guys. Great B main.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
If you are not racing this race, I need you to marshal. If you are not racing this race, I absolutely need you to marshal. So, if my drivers want to come on up to the stand, feel free. We need a small little driver's minute for one of the bumps, looks like. Giving everybody as much time as we can. Running back to back like that can be a little tough, so no worries there. So, if you were in the B main or if you're just not running at all, please come marshal. Hey, Alton, will you take that spot? Thank you. That's probably the safest spot on here. Guys, this is going to be a 10-minute e-buggy A main. A lot of racing left to go here. Like I said before, if you're not in it, you should be marshaling it because I'm going to need the help, all the help I can get. We got 6 buckets, I believe. I need every single one of them filled. So go ahead and start making your way to the stand. If you're in it, throw your car down, make your way to the stand. Marshals, make your way to the track, please and thank you. And we're going to be done racing by 3 o'clock. It's a pretty good day. We got 3 rounds of qualifying in mains, and we'll be done by 3 o'clock. No problems there. All right, guys. Just need a couple more marshals, I think I need one more for sure. One more. I need one more marshal. Pretty please. All right, I see the rest of you guys go ahead and get up onto the stand. Yeah, that's what I do. I usually just throw my car right onto the track. To heck with all that rolling on down that dirty ramp. One more marshal, guys, in this center bucket, please. Hey, Alton, when we get started, I'm going to need you to be standing, okay? It's a little crowded up there, isn't it? All right, guys, go ahead and start making laps. I need one more marshal. One more marshal, please.
JJ Truax. Brian Borland. Andy Blair. Sean Trout. Jonathan Freeland. Cameron Landreth. Scott Turner.
I need one more marshal for this race. It might have to be a volunteer because I don't think I have any more in reserves. And I'm assuming the pits are empty because this is pretty much everybody who's raced today. So I need a marshal. If anybody can help, if anybody's just watching, anybody wants to participate, please help me out. We've got one race left to go. I've got all my drivers checked in. Don't run too many laps. It's a 10-minute main. I wouldn't run too many. If you're done making laps, pull over out of the line somewhere safe. All right. Is Larry my last volunteer? All right, guys, no more laps. Looks like you guys are ready to go. I'm getting the signal. So Brian Borland on your TQ number 1 spot. Matt Williard in the 2, right behind him. Jim in the 3. JJ Truax in the 4. Andy Blair in the 5. Cameron Landreth in the 6. Sean Traub in the 7. Jonathan Freeland and Scott Turner, your bump ups in the 8 and 9 spots. So Jonathan on the 8, Scott on the 9. I've got all my marshals. I need all my marshals looking. E-buggies are coming. Marshals ready, drivers ready. Here we go for 10 minutes. E-buggy racing, A main. Ooh, Borland gets it wrong going into the chicane. That's going to get him right back into the midfield. He's got work to do right off the gate. That lets Matt Williard out up into the front. Jim Lonzo right behind him. JJ in the 3 spot. So 1 to 4 and the 2, 3, 4 all bump up one spot as they come across the line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not going to hurt anybody too bad. Jim almost taking out that chicane pipe. Matt looking to gap just a little bit. He's trying to let those back three fight. 2, 3, 4 fight. Matt's like, I'm going to try and run away with it if I can. Oh, right into the path of number 3 and 4. Guys behind you, after the chicane, after the chicane, after the chicane. Somebody's got to grab it. 1 minute down, 9 full minutes to go. Matt Williard, your number 1 driver, already coming up on traffic. So that yellow car, yellow wheels, is your leader. And then you've got 3 more behind them. So if you see that yellow car train coming up, be careful, white car, be careful. Thank you. Jim finding the wall. Car continues to run, so no harm, no foul. Matt across the line, Brian across the line, Jim and JJ. JJ, the last one to deal with this first bit of lap traffic. That white car, that is JJ right behind you. He is your number 3 or 4 driver. Perfect. Thank you, white car. Thank you very much. 1:30 down, 8:30 to go. Your leader down the back section, dealing with a little bit more traffic. Yellow car, yellow wheels is the leader. Blue and silver, white wheels, that is the second place driver. Red and white wheels, that is the number 3. JJ not far behind him, going over the double now. So your top 4 all pretty much together in the same part of the track, dealing with traffic together. Thank you guys for being cooperative with my front runners. They are running a pretty good race out front. Jonathan, that lead pack is coming up onto you. Perfect job, perfect job. Teamwork is working. Yep, good job waiting. 2:10 down, 7:50 to go. I don't know who that is upside down. I don't know if that's a leader or not. It was not. So Matt Williard leading the way. Brian Borland found his way back into second. He's looking to chase him down. Jim Lonzo has had a lot of speed throughout the race day. Looking to capitalize. So 1 across the line, 2 across the line, 3 across the line, and JJ across the line. Careful, guys, at the line. So JJ now, his race looks to be a bit with Jim, as Matt and Brian, they have a race for first and second out front. Jonathan has 3 and 4 battling by right beside him, but he lets 4 go, so thank you very much, Jonathan. 1 across the line. Borland across the line. 2 seconds was the gap last time. Jim, it was 2 seconds. Oh. There you go. Run inside and throw him down. That car is good. Woo, careful. 3:10 down, 6:50 to go. Leader at the line, a little bit bigger gap back to Borland this time. It was 2 flat. It's 3.5 now. Matt Williard finding a good bit of pace. He ran his fastest lap of the race the last time by. But the fastest lap of the race so far goes to Jonathan Freeland on lap number 4, a 23 flat. Number 1 down the back through the sweeper and at the start-finish line there. Number 2 down the back through the sweeper at the finish line now. 3 not far behind him. It was 5.1. It's now 0.9 seconds. Jim Lonzo just ran his fastest lap of the race at 23.9, so he's looking to catch up to Brian.
6 minutes left.
First, down the back tabletop. Second, up the left-hand steps. Third, right behind him. You'll find your 4th place driver coming up to the left side steps now. So a little bit of a gap from first to second, but second, third, fourth, all about equidistant to each other. Borland gets it wrong behind you, Larry. That's your 2nd place driver. Now 3rd, 4th coming up, and they get together. All right. So Jim got around Brian in that wreck. So Matt, down and at the start-finish line now. Jim, your 2nd place driver, coming up down the back sweeper towards the start-finish line now. Borland, after that wreck, relegated to the 3rd spot through the sweeper and at the start-finish line now. JJ, after getting caught up in the wreck, he's still back in that 4th spot at the start-finish line now. JJ about 14 seconds back from the leader. Brian about 10, and Jim about 6 seconds. So Matt looking to work in a big heap of traffic. I don't know. It sounded like somebody hit a wall and broke, but I'm not too sure what happened there. Matt makes his way through that last bit of traffic there. A little bit of open track for him for maybe just a couple laps. 5 minutes down, 5 minutes to go. We are halfway there. Matt at the line there. Or sorry, he's going through the chicane now. Yellow car, yellow wheels. That is the race leader. Coming up on that orange and yellow car. Thank you, sir. 5:30 down, 4:30 to go. Let's find your closest battle on the track between second and third. That is Jim Lonzo and Brian Borland. Looks like Jim overshot it through the 180s. Guys, go inside on that dog leg. Inside on the dog leg. Good job, Larry, getting that one done. So Jim up the back left. Brian up the back left. That gap is closer than it was before. Matt Williard all the while stretching out with a good race he's running so far.
4 minutes left.
Jim gets it wrong at the chicane. He gets put back on his wheels. So Jim, now he's got to worry about JJ. Jim was in second, but Brian's out front. JJ's sneaking up on Jim, up on the left-hand side of the track. So that red car, white wheels going down the back section. That's your third place. And the orange and gray right behind him on the backstretch. That's JJ. JJ's in the hunt for that third and final podium spot. 6:30 down, 3:30 to go. Your leader coming down the sweeper to the start and finish line there. He's running a pretty flawless race so far. 11 seconds was the gap last time. Borland still only just now onto that back left tabletop. Borland in a bit of a ride of his own. Looked like Jim got caught up with a little bit of traffic, so Jim up the back left and JJ right behind him. That is fourth position. Your closest battle on the track and the final podium spot. The red X-ray, white wheels, orange and gray Kyosho over the double there. That is Jim and JJ. JJ looking to keep up with Jim and see if he can't find a way around that red and white buggy. 7 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. All the while, your leader stretching out a bigger and bigger gap. Well, not so much. Matt had a long lap last time, so Matt was 10 seconds ahead, only 4.7 now. Borland's got him in his sights. I'm sure Borland can see him running up through that front section when he's going through the 180s. So first and second, 4 seconds the gap. Third and fourth, only 2 seconds the gap last time by. Last time by, it was 2 seconds for Jim and JJ. We'll see where it is this time. Jim looks to be just a tad bit faster over the single lap, but JJ's been creeping up on him, not making any mistakes. We've got 2:15 less than this one. Jim across the line, JJ across the line, 1.7 seconds the gap, so JJ closing it down by about 3/10. We've got 2 cars upside down, one of them being your leader, so that yellow car, yellow wheels, is your leader. He needs to get through because he's running away from Brian Borland. The gap was 5.9 last time. It looks like it's only about 2 seconds now. All the while, Jim creeping up on Brian. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all within 6 seconds of each other. Your four-plate driver at the line there. So nothing is safe. Nothing is for certain. There's 7.2 seconds between first and fourth. Your first and fourth place drivers. First place at the kicker. Second place gets into traffic at the kicker. We need help. We need help for that second place driver. Get him. Alton on the far side. On the front. On the front. Alton on the front, man. $8:30 down, 1:30 to go. Matt Williard up front. Borland is off. So Lonzo and JJ moving up one spot. JJ got around Jim and all the kerfuffle up front. So JJ in the 2 spot. Jim Lonzo in the 3. JJ, your orange and gray car. Jim, your red and white. That orange car sandwiched in between is a lapper, and Jim gets around. So now he's looking down the barrel, looking for JJ. Uh-oh, Jim gets caught in a hole in the side of the wall. This last minute of racing is going to do it. That's last minute. He's got to find him. All the while, Matt needs to keep it clear. The closest battle on the track between Scott and Jonathan. They were half a second last time by. Jim needs help at the double. He's going to get it. It is clear. Jonathan and Scott. Jonathan and Scott still the closest battle on the track. 30 seconds left, drivers. 30 seconds left to go in this one. We've got 20 to go, drivers. 20 to go. Matt Williard out front. Looks like he might get a little bit of a victory lap. I'm not too sure. Matt Williard across the line. JJ and Jim. JJ's going up the back left. Jim a fair bit away from him now. I don't think Jim's going to make it across for a final lap here. That is the race clock, drivers. Race to the line. Race to the line.
Jim Lonzo done.
Jim Lonzo, you're the first one done. Matt's going to take home the win. JJ is solidified into the 2 spot. So Matt, JJ, Jim, Andy, Sean Traub, your top 5.
JJ Truax done. Sean
followed by
Trout done.
Scott, Borland,
Jonathan
and
Freeland
Cameron,
done.
and Jonathan.
All drivers are finished.
All
The
right,
race is
drivers, that
concluded.
is a race. No more laps. No more laps. Thank you, everybody, for coming out to Hoosier RC Hobby Flex for our 8 Skill Sundays. Check back on our schedule for once we get our new track in. We'll be doing more 8 Skill Sundays. Thank you, everybody, for coming out, and have a great rest of your day.
Sean Trout.